We've seen how online scammers are using phony ads for jobs and counterfeit checks to trick people into sending their own hard-earned cash to thieves overseas. The question, can Dateline actually stop some of the thieves in their tracks?
People in the world are always out there to make a buck.
Michael Montgomery is a business major about to graduate from Arizona State. The son of an attorney, he never thought he'd fall for the fake job scam. But with money tight, Michael was looking for a part-time job to help pay for college. So he posted his resume on Yahoo Hot Jobs in Phoenix. Before long, he got this email offering what sounded like a perfect job he could do from home with a big-time outfit, Compact Computers.
I knew of Compact Computers. I knew they were an actual company, so I thought it was legit.
After an online interview with the personnel manager, a man named Scott Nash, Michael was hired to be kind of an online accountant, someone who would help enter data to help Compact keep track of its books. He was told to set up a personal checking account at a Wells Fargo bank. That way, the company could direct deposit his pay and even transfer money to cover his expenses.
I wasn't using any of my own money, so I was like, it's not going to hurt me, so...
What's the problem?
Exactly.
Instead of sending him one of those counterfeit checks, the scammers had an even more ingenious plan. They were telling Michael they had transferred $1,900 directly into his bank account. He was supposed to use some of it for expenses, but was told to forward most of the money by Western Union to a supposed computer supplier who sent him equipment he'd need for the job. Sure enough, when Michael goes to the bank, the money's there, just like the company promised. So he withdraws it, goes to Western Union, and wires away more than $1,700 cash. Turns out Michael had just fallen for a frightening new version of the job scam. He just helped rob someone else's bank account. How did it happen? The thieves had hacked into another account at the same bank. They transferred the stolen money electronically into Michael's account. And to get their hands on the cash, they tricked him into sending it to them by Western Union. Michael had become what authorities call a money mule.
Basically laundering money through my account online.
But it gets worse. When the bank discovered the fraudulent transfer, they reversed it and demanded that Michael pay the money back, just like they would with a counterfeit check. So as we sit here now, how much money do you owe to the bank?
I personally owe probably around $1,900. That's it.
Michael thought his money was long gone. A college student looking for an honest job left holding the bag for a gang of thieves. What Michael didn't know was that Dateline had been working for months, trying to track down where money like his was going. In fact, when we answered online ads, we ended up with the same fake job, even the same fake boss as Michael did. The scammer told us to wire the money to a woman in North Carolina. Her name is Linda Meredith.
We'll be getting at least 3 or 4 transactions daily.
She thought she just landed a real job as a so-called transfer agent for a big company. But Dateline told Linda we thought it was a scam. And when we spotted the name of her online boss, the same Scott Nash, we knew we were on the right trail.
It says transaction set.
We were watching as the scammer gave Linda one of her first assignments, pick up money, then forward it overseas to an address in, well, you guessed it, Nigeria. But you'll never guess who the money was coming from.
Michael Montgomery.
That's right. Dateline had been there behind the scenes with Linda the day the scammers originally tricked college student Michael Montgomery into wiring money. Now, the same scammers were sending Linda to Western Union to pick up that money and forward it to them. The last key step in the money trail.
Thank you very much.
Linda picks up the money all right, more than $1,700. But instead of forwarding the money to Nigeria, Linda starts asking her boss some questions.
And I need to make sure that it is not a scam before I forward the money.
Linda, why you asking such questions? Why you asking such questions?
When Linda refuses to send the money, it sets off a flurry of angry emails and phone calls from the thieves.
Make sure you send the money today, or else I'll have the cops owe you.
Ironically, the scammers accuse Linda of stealing their money. They even threatened to call the FBI.
Do you want to make away with the company's money?
I will take your dollar. I will take your money.
But this time, it's the scammers who've been scammed. Linda is giving the money to Dateline to return to Michael.
Well, I got something for you, Michael. Here you go.
Thank you. All the money I owe the bank. It's definitely come in handy.
Obviously, Michael was lucky. Most victims, like Carol Browning in Alabama, discover that once you wire money, it's all but impossible to get it back. And with the sagging economy creating new targets for the job scam every day, the FBI says everyone should be on guard.
We've seen people who are highly educated who have been victimized by these types of scams.
So from plumbers to professors.
There's nobody who's immune from it.
Just send the money and you'll be okay.